What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be trialing something new. We're going to be trialing having a discussion before the game about the build-up to a game whilst discussing all the other latest Manchester City news out there, including transfer news, and that does mean speaking about the main man himself, Erling Haaland, and all the latest on that. Now, I've decided on doing this because I think this is a really good opportunity for me to be able to interact with all you guys. I know a lot of people leave comments. I get a lot of comments, in particular with all of my transfer stuff that I do. So I just find that this is just maybe a little bit easier for me to do a bit of interaction and have a bit of build-up, not only to some games, but also to discuss any other burning issues that there may be when it comes to Manchester City. So, before I crack on with today's video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, you want to help to support my channel, then do subscribe. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. We're very close now to 23,200 subscribers, which would take me to less than 1,800 subscribers away from my goal of 25,000 subscribers. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. I'm going to be doing daily Manchester City transfer updates from June 1st, keeping you guys all up to date throughout the whole summer for Manchester City transfer news every single day, first and fast on YouTube. So if you haven't subscribed, do make sure you have subscribed. My social media links, they're in the description below, and also on the yellow banner too if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business enquiries. Partner channel links, they're in the description if you want to go and check them out and subscribe over there. That would be much appreciated. Just got to done my Paris vlog. I've just got back from Paris. We'll go and check that out over on JSGC Vlogs. Went and did an away day with my brother, Mick Sid. His channel's in the description. And JSGC Football, which is where you can find my football vlogs on there. That's also in the description if you want to go and like and subscribe over there. TikTok link, that's also in the description if you want to go and follow me on there. That would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget, leave a thumbs up as well if you do enjoy this video. And also, don't forget to leave your thoughts. If you're watching this after the video, then leave them in the comments below. But if you're watching right now, then just head on to the live chat and let's do some interaction. I can see Joanne in on the chat. So, hello, welcome. Thank you very much for tuning in. Mohammed as well, thank you very much for tuning in. Joy, the assist. Olivia and also Marshy, thank you very much for tuning in. Man City, Villarreal are currently 1-0 up, so that's big news in terms of Manchester City and things happening. Villarreal, I've got it on right in front of me here, are 1-0 up in Spain against Liverpool. That's 2-1 on aggregate now. The winner will go to the Champions League final where they will face the winner of the games between Manchester City and Real Madrid tomorrow from Madrid, with Manchester City already being 4-3 up in that game. So, we're going to do the build-up very first to the Manchester City game against Real Madrid in the Champions League. Morgan and Killian, thanks very much for tuning in. Much appreciated. But, yeah, we're going to do a build-up now to the Real Madrid game. We're going to get all the latest team news. Some very interesting news, in particular in regards to Real Madrid and who's going to be fit and who's not going to be fit when it comes to their potential team selection from yesterday. We've had some interesting updates from Carlo Ancelotti with regards to that. But first, I want to speak about my partner, BetMate. You can see it, it's just lingering right here on the side. BetMate, they're my new partner. Villarreal's just had a shot. It's just gone wide, and they're crying for a penalty, Villarreal. Really not happy about it. Anyway, I want to speak about my new partner, BetMate. Now, BetMate, they're going to be running a special pot, the Real Madrid Manchester City special pot, where you can stay up to date with things like fantasy football, where you can select your team, you can monitor the progress during the game for your chance to win up to £500, which is mega. Now, BetMate have not paid for me to be into the draw, but I have put myself into the draw for this match. It's a massive game between Real Madrid and Manchester City. So I'm just going on to my phone. I'm going on to the BetMate app. And I have already joined the pot. So if you've already got the BetMate app, then that's fantastic. Just go on to join pot and type in MAD-MCI, and that'll take you to the pot to go and join. If you haven't already downloaded the BetMate app, then all you need to do is go to my description or just go onto my live chat where I've just pasted the link. Press that link to download the BetMate app. That would be much appreciated. So I'm in. Here it is. I'm on to BetMate. There's my BetMate. I'm in. It is a £7 entry fee. I've paid my £7, and I'm in with a chance to win £500. It's a pot, so it is split over the places between first and third place. Now, first place can win up to £200, and right now there's only 8 people in the pot, so I'm one of them. I've joined, and I fancy my chances. BetMate's brilliant for if you're able to analyse, if you're able to see performances of football players, and be able to, basically assess who you think is going to perform very well in that game. So I've already selected my team, and I can change the team. I can change the team up to 5 minutes before kickoff. I've already selected my team for this game, so I'm just going to put that onto the screen there. There is my team that I have selected, and hopefully that is the team that can win me up to £200. But I'm going to challenge you guys and see if you can compete with me and see if you can beat me to the prize. Anybody that does enter through me and does beat me and ends up either winning the pot or finishing first out of any of my audience, I will give you a shout out on my review video. So I've gone with Ederson in goal. Who do you think is going to get a clean sheet? Who's it going to be? Courtois or Ederson? I've gone with Ederson in goal. I've gone with Cancelo and Mendy. I fancy that if there's going to be assists, and I'm expecting this to be a high attacking game once more, I feel like if there's going to be any defenders that are doing that, then it's the fullbacks that's going to be options. So I'm going for Cancelo and Mendy. Don't know about Kyle Walker's fitness yet, and I've gone with Mendy over Carvajal. In the middle, I've gone with De Bruyne being my vice-captain and Luka Modric. Could have selected players like Bernardo Silva, who I think might have a good game. So I've gone with them two. I've got Benzema captain because he's hot and in form, and Gabriel Jesus loves a goal. Now, I do have to wait until Pep Guardiola has selected his team, and I will change that team if any of them players that I have selected are not in the starting 11. That, to me, is my top tip and gives you the best opportunity of winning. When I was in Spain, when I was in Paris, I couldn't change my team, and because I couldn't change my team, I was unsuccessful. So that is my top tip if you are going to come and join BetMate. It's a very fun app. It's a good thing to come and join. What's really fun about BetMate, they do some free pots at the weekend as well that you can join if you're not wanting to pay. If you sort of get a feel for the app, they offer some free pots that you can join. So it is brilliant. So yeah, do go and check that out. Anyone that does check that out and downloads through my link, and anyone that does join the pot and everything, it does help to support the future content created here on my channel, and that is what I'm aiming for when it comes to the JSGC channel now. Looking for some really steady, really good growth, and I really want to start kicking on. I want 2022 to be the year of JSGC, and I can only do that through partners and sponsors and things like that, so I would appreciate any interaction towards that. Anyway, with that all being said and done, let's speak then about tomorrow night's game between Real Madrid and Manchester City. City, of course, already 4-3 up. So I'm going to go through the team news first and foremost for Manchester City. Now, it is expected that Kyle Walker and John Stones will be doubts for Manchester City. However, they have travelled to Spain for this game. That means that they are, at least in some small capacity, in contention to at least feature in this game. Now that is massive. That's big news. That's great news when it comes to Manchester City. And so we could have the option of Kyle Walker and or John Stones tomorrow. Now, we've got the threat of Vinicius Jr. We know what's coming. His lightning quick pace. He's a brilliant player. He likes to run down the left flank. He likes to cause problems. And with that being said and done, we would like our quickest player on the pitch, our fullback Kyle Walker, to be fully fit and ready to go for that game. As it is right now, that isn't the case, unfortunately. I don't think Kyle Walker will start, but there is the option to put him on the bench and use him should we need to. Now, I think it would be a really big risk from Manchester City if we do go out there and we do go and start Kyle Walker in this game. I fear, just like last week when we had John Stones, who wasn't fully fit, he'll get through about 10, 15, maybe even 20 minutes, and that will be that. And what you don't want to do is risk another potential injury to Kyle Walker, which may well see him out until the end of the season. That would be an absolute disaster. So that is what Manchester City need to be very careful of. If Kyle Walker is fully fit and ready to go, I would start him. I'm not sure that he will start in this game, but the fact that he's travelled to Spain is brilliant news, and the same can be said about John Stones. So with that being said, I do reckon it will be Cancelo going right back for Manchester City. So I think the next biggest question, which I spoke about in my preview, comes in the form of, is it going to be Nathan Ake? Is it going to be Alexander Zinchenko, who starts at left back for Manchester City in this game? That is the very big question. I want Manchester City to go to the Bernabeu, and I want us to go and attack Real Madrid. And with that being said, I thought Zinchenko last week against Real Madrid had a very good game. He offered a lot offensively for Manchester City, and I actually think our best form of defence in this game is to go out there and attack. So I'm hoping we'll see Zinchenko. I think when I see that starting 11 tomorrow will give me the indication about what Manchester City are aiming for when it comes to this game. Are City going to look to do what we did against Atletico Madrid? Keep things tight, keep things narrow, don't allow the space. Real Madrid are much better offensively than what Atletico Madrid are. I think that's a dangerous game. However, if Man City choose to go out there and go and attack Real Madrid, and we can go out there and grab that first goal, then I think that will put us in a really healthy position for this Champions League semi-final first leg. Obviously, Ederson's going to be starting in goal, and I think it'll be Ruben Diaz and Aymeric Laporte starting for Manchester City at centre-back. So, the next question come from midfield. Who's going to be starting in midfield for Manchester City? I would be going for Rodri, Kevin De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva. That midfield three is a frightening midfield three. It's a very good midfield three as well. And I think they can cause problems for Real Madrid, in particular in helping to try and keep players like Toni Kroos and Luka Modric. That's the supply to Karim Benzema. Keep them quiet, keep them off the ball, give the ball to Manchester City, create opportunities, and break down that Real Madrid defence. Now, I want to speak now. I think this is an appropriate time to speak about Real Madrid's team news. Now, the big news from their camp is that David Alaba, he is not fit for this game. He will not start for Real Madrid in this game. There will be no David Alaba. So, that means we're going to be dealing with Militao and Nacho at centre-back. That, to me, can be got at. I don't want Manchester City to sit off Real Madrid. I don't want us to not attack them and not take the game to us because we've got that one goal advantage. What I want is for Manchester City to go out there and see Real Madrid's defence and go and attack it. Carvajal, Nacho, Militao, Ferland Mendy. Go at them, go and get them goals, go and secure our place at the Stade de France in Paris, and let's go and play the winner of this game that I've got on the screen right in front of me, where Villarreal in the 21st minute are 1-0 up against Liverpool. It's 2-1 Liverpool on aggregate, and it seems like a pretty attacking game right now, pretty open as Villarreal are looking to try and get their way into this tie to try and make something happen. As Villarreal have got a great opportunity here. They're just inside the Liverpool penalty area, and then it's well blocked by Van Dijk and out for a throw-in. Dact, thanks very much for tuning in. Remember the final, Rodri, Fernandinho, they were benched, hoping Pep doesn't go full attack I won't be going full attack. I won't be going with Gundogan as defensive midfielder here for City. I'll be starting Rodri. Rodri, to me, is one of the most improved players at Manchester City this season. He has been very important for Manchester City, and I would like to see him starting in this game. Like I said, alongside Bernardo Silva, alongside De Bruyne. De Bruyne could sit a bit deeper. Bernardo Silva could help in defensive midfield, could be very useful for Manchester City as well. So that potentially is the direction that I would be looking at when it comes to this game. All that we've got left waiting now is, of course, the match for tomorrow and the game between Real Madrid and Manchester City. I will have my live watch-along link out tonight for you guys, so you can go and set your reminders, and we can go and have a really nice watch-along tomorrow. Watching the game and giving all of my thoughts during the game and all my live raw reactions as well in what is Manchester City's biggest game of the season. I'm hoping it's going to be Manchester City's biggest game of the season so far, but tomorrow will give us that answer. So there we go. They're my thoughts. I'm going for a 3-2 win for Manchester City tomorrow against Real Madrid. That'll send Manchester City through 7-5 on aggregate as Liverpool are in, and a good bit of defending. It's not dealt with, and Salah puts it wide, and I think the flag's gone up now, so it is still 1-0 Villarreal in this game. Yo, Mr. Super Sid, thanks very much for tuning in. Sean, jealous, got his tickets for the Bayern Munich Manchester City game in the pre-season friendly in the summer in Green Bay, Wisconsin. I like it. Vice versa, if you go and have a look at the NFL, you notice I've got my Miami Dolphins NFL shirt on. Green Bay, they're going to be coming to the United Kingdom to come and play one of their games, with the fixtures being announced for that tomorrow. So, I'm going to move on to the next topic for me to discuss, which is kits for next season. I want to give my thoughts, but before I do make sure, if you are enjoying the content, then do subscribe, leave a thumbs up as well, and do go check out my partner, which is BetMate. If you want to go and join the pot, then all the details are just right next door to me on the screen, and the app link is in the description. A free app to download. If you are in the UK, you can play. It is UK only. I should have clarified that earlier. I apologise. UK only. If you want to go and check that out, that would be much appreciated. Anyone that does help to support the future content created here on my channel. If you are going to download the app, then do use my link. The pot link, the pot code is just on the screen if you want to come and join me and some others in the opportunity of potentially winning up to £500 in the pot. Rightio then, let's get on to the kits. And I want to have a discussion about Manchester City's kits, potentially that have been linked for next season. So I want to speak first about our away kit that I've just put on the screen that has been linked. Now, this apparently is going to be Manchester City's away kit for next season. Now, my thoughts on this. I think that is a really, really smart kit. I love Manchester City's black and red kit. Particularly, I associate that colour with AC Milan, and I really like their kits, and I really liked when Manchester City went with that kit back in 2011. It's arguably one of my favourite away kits that Manchester City have done, and I think that this shirt, although it's diagonal, and I'd prefer it to be vertical, going straight down. Horizontal and going straight down. Vertical, horizontal, whichever one you want to use. I would prefer for it to be straight stripes going down rather than diagonal. However, I quite like it. I do. I quite like it. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the live chat. I think it's pretty smart. I've always liked the red and black kits. I think the yellow on there for the badge, for the Puma logo, and also Etihad Airways on there as well, adds a really nice effect on there. And I think that's a pretty smart jersey. And when it comes available for Manchester City to buy in the summer, if that is to be Manchester City's jersey for next season for being away from home, then I'm interested. I would really like that. I think that's a really smart jersey, and I'm really keen. So I think they've done a really good job there on the away kit, and considering it's been leaked and there's been pictures coming from Manchester with photo shoots, it does seem like it is legit. Now, I have seen other rumours going around about the third kit. However, I've not seen anything legit to be able to speak about and post into this video to discuss when it comes to the third kit. So I don't know what that is going to look like. Right, let's move on to the home kit then. So there's been a couple of pictures circulating. First of Phil Foden, the other is of Jack Grealish. I'll pop that up in a moment. So Phil Foden, that's Phil Foden wearing what is apparently going to be Manchester City's home shirt for next season. Now, my thoughts, again, colour combination, I like it. I like the maroon, burgundy and sky blue combo. I think it suits Manchester City shirts. I think it's nostalgic. It works. It blends really well. I'm not so keen on the collar, being a rounded collar. However, if you go and watch my preview that I put out this morning for the Real Madrid-Manchester City game, the England shirt that I'm wearing is a rounded neck as well. And actually, I don't mind it. Obviously, I'd prefer, I quite like this kind of neck that I've got here on this NFL jersey, because it sits really well on the shoulders and it feels really comfortable around the neck. It just feels really casual and loose, whereas football shirts can feel, well, they can feel a bit gross, if I'm honest, when you are wearing them. It just feels like you're wearing a football shirt. But that home kit, I think that home kit looks really smart. That's what I think anyway. I like the colour combinations. I'm not sure about my opinion about having the badge in the centre. I think that would look a lot better if it didn't have Puma's logo on there and it was just on the sleeve and not directly above the Etihad Airways. But they're always going to have the shirt kit sponsor on there. And so with that being said, I think I'd have preferred for the sponsor to be on the right-hand side and Manchester City's badge going here on the left-hand side. That's just personally what I would have thought. Get rid of that Puma logo in the middle and just keep it on the sleeves, though, and I'm a fan of that. I think that looks really, really smart. And it's got a good retro look about that shirt, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think I prefer the away one to the home one, but we'll have to see. Like I said, I do have a picture of Jack Grealish. He wore the same shirt as well. Give you a better angle below the Etihad Airways sponsor about what it does look like. Again, like I said, I do think it looks pretty smart. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about the home one. I definitely think I prefer the away one, but I certainly don't think that home kit is bad. I think it's pretty smart as well. But if I'm doing a preference between one or the other, I think that my preference would be for the away jersey rather than the home jersey. But, like I said, that is just my thoughts on that. So do let me know in the live chat what you're thinking about with the comments. That's what's been going round. There's been a kick concept, which was done by City Extra. If they want to go and call me out for kick-ups, I'm going to steal their pictures and put them on my stream. So there we go. That's what they've got their kick concept looking like. And that actually, when done in a design like that, looks really, really smart. Will the shirt look like that? It's one thing having a graphic design look like that. It's a completely other with what it actually looks like in person. That, though, to me, is a pretty smart home kit. Good use of colour. Not sure about the badge being in the middle. I like it and I don't. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. But everything else, I'm a fan of. I think it's good. I do. I really think it's good. I think it's really smart. So, yeah, they're my thoughts. Do let me know your thoughts, like I said, in the live chat, with what your thoughts are on the home and away shirt for Manchester City next season. So, yeah, we'll just move that off. And then we're going to get on with having a discussion about a couple of transfers. But before I do that, I do want to just talk about my partner with BetMate. So yeah, there's all the details to my partner for tomorrow's game with Real Madrid. If you want to go and check that out, you can edit your team up to 5 minutes before kickoff. Kickoff is at 8 p.m. BST tomorrow. So you can edit your team up to 7:55 p.m. BST. I've already done my team. So you can go and, you can select your team and then just edit it once it gets selected tomorrow. You'll know approximately an hour before kickoff about what team Manchester City are going for. If you want to come and join the pot, then just use the code MAD-MCI and that will take you to go and join it. It might already be on the home screen. It was on the home screen for me to go and join, but just go and join that. The entry fee is £7. It's slightly higher with it being such a massive game. However, the pot, the kitty in the pot is a lot higher because of that. Normally, we're looking at around half the price of what's being offered here, and we're looking at £500, and it's paying out from 1st through to 7th, so plenty of opportunities there for everybody to win. If you do want to come and enter, then as long as you're based in the UK, you can download the app using my link in the description and also in the live chat, and then come and join the pot and come and challenge me. Like I said, anyone that does join through me, if they do win or finish over me, the highest placed JSGC subscriber can have a shout out on my Real Madrid reviews. I'll be checking my BetMate after the game tomorrow. If you are going to gamble, do remember to gamble responsibly, and when the fun stops, stop. Okay, right, now let's speak then about that main man, Erling Haaland. There he is, in the yellow and black of Borussia Dortmund. Erling Haaland. The big question is, will he become a Manchester City player this summer? So, all the latest on that. We know that Erling Haaland, Manchester City are interested in signing him. We all know that. Now, the latest on this is Real Madrid, Man City's main competitor for Erling Haaland, have cooled their interest in signing Erling Haaland. They've cited that their reason for that is down to his injury track record, and because of that, they are cooling their interest, and they are no longer as interested as what they were in signing Erling Haaland. And I firmly believe, this is just me speculating, but this is me reading between the lines. I deal with a lot of transfers over my few years on YouTube. I firmly believe that this is Real Madrid seeing that Manchester City are close to signing Erling Haaland. They're showing more interest. They're willing to pay more. They're willing to do more to make the transfer happen. And because of that, Real Madrid are behind Manchester City in the queue. They're assessing their likeliness of signing Erling Haaland, and they're thinking to themselves, actually, that isn't going to happen. And so, to avoid disappointment, we're going to cool our interest. And I can see Real Madrid between now and the summer transfer window opening doing everything they can to try and persuade Kylian Mbappe not to sign a new deal at Paris Saint-Germain and try and sign him instead. So that does give Manchester City, for now, a clear run at Erling Haaland. Now, do not rule out interest from other Premier League clubs. I know that Chelsea's name has been put out there. Apparently not happy with signing Romelu Lukaku last summer. Don't believe they've got a good value for money. Apparently he could be sold by Chelsea. Liverpool, they're apparently looking at a striker, potentially with Roberto Firmino leaving. I've heard about Manchester United potentially being interested in Erling Haaland. PSG's name has been chucked out there. Bayern Munich's name doesn't go away. So Man City haven't just got a clear run at Erling Haaland. It does mean that Man City do have to be on their toes and making sure that they are pushing hard to make this transfer happen. Now, one of the most difficult things that Manchester City can do with regards to this Erling Haaland situation is the new piece of information which came out just late, last week, at the weekend, with the unfortunate passing of Erling Haaland's agent, Mino Raiola. Now, Manchester City had been working with Mino Raiola. They've been working hard to try and make this transfer happen, and so it does leave things pretty unclear about who is going to be negotiating and dealing with the administrative side of this transfer. Now, I don't have full facts and full details, but I can give my opinion about what could be next for Erling Haaland, and I can see Erling Haaland, particularly for this transfer, just using his current representatives to try and get the deal done, which includes former Manchester City man Alfie Haaland. Now, if Erling Haaland does go down them lines, we already have heard from various sources that Alfie Haaland wants Erling Haaland to play for Manchester City, his former team. He believes that's best for his progress, the best chance of him winning a Ballon d'Or, the best chance of him winning the big trophies, including the big ears, the Champions League. that Erling Haaland is looking for the big trophies, and that's where his representatives want Erling Haaland to go. So as long as City are willing to pay them big prices, then they're going to try and make that happen. As Villarreal are appealing hard for a penalty against Alisson, the referee is insistent that it is not a penalty. It remains 1-0 at Villarreal. So that makes things very interesting with regards to Erling Haaland, and we do have to keep our eyes and ears open. Man City need to be very careful when it comes to trying to make this transfer happen. There's still lots of little niggles that can make this transfer very, very difficult. And so, yeah, Man City, like I said, need to be careful and make sure they're doing everything they can to make this transfer happen. City seem to be acting very quickly. They seem to be working hard to make this transfer happen. So hopefully it will get over the line and City can make that happen. Just that Villarreal moment there with a potential penalty, to me, not a penalty that. I think the referee's got the correct decision there. As I felt Lo Celso was a bit indecisive there, trying to round the keeper. But there we go. So, that's pretty much all the latest on Erling Haaland. We're not going to get much information, I don't think, on Erling Haaland until we get more clarification about who's going to be managing the transfer from his end with the administrative stuff, and whether it's just going to be handed over to Raiola's company, and whether it's going to be like a right-hand man or a person that's going to be taking over. I'm not sure. We'll wait for further clarification on that. On the last note with Erling Haaland and Mino Raiola, though, I do want to say, as I said in my last transfer update, that the news of his passing is incredibly sad. It's a man that was very passionate about his clients. He always wanted the best deals for them. He always had their best interest at his heart. He was very good at what he did when it comes to football agency. And I think in terms of the world of football, he'll be a very big loss. So the thoughts of everyone associated with the JSGC channel go out to Mino Raiola's friends and family at this incredibly difficult time. Rightio then, guys, I just want to discuss one more small little bit of transfers. It did just get mentioned, and I saw it in the live chat before. Roman just mentioned it and says, I have heard rumours. These are unreliable rumours about Jude Bellingham and Manchester City showing interest in a potential swap involving Ilkay Gundogan, and Gundogan being interested in leaving Manchester City to go and rejoin his former team Borussia Dortmund, and Jude Bellingham returning back to England and joining Manchester City. Now, if City had to go after a central midfielder, I would love Jude Bellingham here. Homegrown, quick, passionate, good with his feet, reads the game really well. He seems to have matured really well. I'd be a big fan of Jude Bellingham joining Manchester City. I do keep my eyes and ears open for reliability, and the news with Jude Bellingham that I've got, unfortunately, at this moment in time is not that reliable, and because of that, I don't think there's anything in this transfer right now. But if that does change and we get a bit of reliability put into it, I'll always mention on my transfer updates whether I think the sources that are reporting things are reliable or not. Once we have something a bit more concrete and reliable put onto it, I will give that a full discussion. Of course I will, in my transfer updates. They're going daily from June 1st throughout all the summer transfer window. So if you want to stay tuned for that, then do make sure you have subscribed. So there we go. That's been the live stream, keeping you guys all up to date with all the latest football news. Villarreal equalised. I don't believe it. It's 2-2 on aggregate. Villarreal are 2-0 up. Oh, wow. Wow. Villarreal in the first half have turned everything around on its head. Wow. I can't believe this. I genuinely cannot believe this. Villarreal have equalised against Liverpool. I thought the game was dead. I've just put it on as a bit of background viewing. Is he onside? You bet he is. He's just going to send the cross in deep. A good ball in. Oh, Alexander-Arnold's weak. It's a great header. And it's 2-2. Who saw that happening? Wow. Rightio then, guys. I do want to discuss today's video partner, which is BetMate. As Liverpool have got a massive chance here. Cross comes in. It's not dealt with. And it's blocked. It's a great block. It's a great block. And flags up, I think. So it stays 2-0 and 2-2 on the night. Right, I want to speak about today's partner, which is BetMate. Like I said, you want to go and download the BetMate app. Link is in the description and also in the live chat. Go and download it and come and join the pot for Real Madrid against Manchester City. I'll be discussing it more on my live stream as well tomorrow, keeping you guys up to date. £7 entry fee. Chance to win the pot worth up to £500, paying out between places 1st and 7th. That's 7 chances of winning. It's basically fantasy football based on analytics. And yeah, it's things like goals, assists, tackles, clearances, headers won and things like that. Great little app. I fully enjoyed playing it. And like I said, I'll be, speaking about my team and everything involved in that. Going into tomorrow's game. So if you want to go and check that out, details and links there in the description. Subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. Like I said, 25,000 subscribers is the aim. We're very close now to being less than 1,800 subscribers away. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. Leave a thumbs up as well. I can see that we're very close now to 100 likes. My aim for this actually was 200 likes. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. And yeah, I'm going to go and put out my live stream watch along for tomorrow's game in the Champions League between Real Madrid and Manchester City. That'll be out this evening for you guys to go and set your reminders for. Social media linked in the description below and also on the yellow banner too. If you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram, email also in the description and on the yellow banner too. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorship for any videos or any general business inquiries, TikTok links, that's in the description if you want to go and follow me on there. All my partner channel links, they're in the description as well. Like I said, go and check out today's partner, BetMate and JSGC, a great little crossover. Go and check that out. Details there in the description and in the live chat. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Big live watch along. Real Madrid against Manchester City. If we do get to the final, who we're going to face, it's tense going into the second half between Villarreal and Liverpool. So I'll see you then. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you everyone for interacting with me. And I'll see you all